Now, for Sundays, we are going to open it up to more people to come in. It is going to be not only for new people to come in and new people to practice, but we really want to have more attendees. So if you all would please refer somebody who you believe would be helpful to show up on Sundays.
Absolutely.
And that way we can expand that group and really expand our platform for safe exploration and revealing of other people's gifts, which is kind of where this is going. Because early last week, I was told that, hey, you're going to start a school and you already have all of the teachers in place in your group already. And, you know, it's going to work out really well. And if you do invite somebody, either give them a briefing or refer them to me, and I will give them the briefing so they are aware of the mechanics and let them know it's an advanced group. And then we will see what happens. And thank you very much, Alan, for showing up for your first time. Appreciate it. And
excuse me, Ray, how about if we have it as a protocol to refer to you? That way, everyone will hear the same spiel. And because I may say something that sounds or looks a little different than you.
Or maybe Ray can record the spiel. And
yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Some suggestion that I have is if we keep Sunday a little tighter to the 1 hour to 1.5 hour setting, I think we'll do ourselves a favor on that day.
I agree. We'll see how that flows. But I didn't want to be overbearing and saying, hey, it all has to go through me. I would rather leave it open and trust you guys to do what you think is best. I also want to verify who all is showing up for the channel panel next week. How about a show of hands?
I'm going to be out of town for work.
Okay.
But you guys are doing it later, so I'll be in my hotel. So could do it on my phone. I don't know. We'll kind of see what the logistics are like.
Okay. Well, no, it'll start the early time again.
Right. I'm done. I'm going to be in Florida, and I'll be done for the day at 5 Eastern.
Okay.
So I'll have some time. Again, it just kind of depends on if I'll be caught up in things afterwards.
If not, you can hit me up in the chat so we can move on and let me know, or shoot me a message later.
For a participant, using a phone or an iPad or the similar device works fairly well.
Okay.
For a host, maybe not quite as well.
What's the date? What's the date again, Ray?
It's next Thursday, the 13th. And the Sunday sessions will start the 16th.
Okay.
That following Sunday, because I wanted to wait until after daylight savings time, which is next week. So everybody will be here a little bit while they're more awake, an hour early.
Or at least we'll fall asleep in the light.
Yes, and that is pretty much all that I have on that. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on that. I'd like to still keep our Thursdays pretty much with our core group because we are going to be expanding that. I mean, Arla is going to be in the mix on channeling. She cannot do Sundays after 5 Central Time. So, and we have Milo coming up, and we have Luis coming up, and hopefully we have Michelle coming up. And then we have other people too, because Anthony hasn't responded if he wants to be in the mix. So we're growing, and that's the way it was intended, and it's all flowing beautifully. Alan, do you have any questions before Patrick gets into his meditation?
No, I'm just taking it all in for the moment. So
okay, if you have if you have a question on any of these, like for any of the channeled entities, just put it in the chat.
Okay, sounds good.
For the early session, I will be taking those and coordinating the queue list. But for the later session, I'll be channeling. So Luis is going to be doing that. But if you just put them in the chat and address to everybody, so just say, hey, I have a question. And we'll get you in the queue first come, first served.
Thank you.
Patrick, do you have anything for us before you get started?
Yeah, hey, lots of mail tonight, huh?
Yeah, right.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
On the outside, anyway.
Anyway, I just want to share something that a native woman shared with me like 10 years ago. It's a beautiful way to go in the body and play with the polarity, but they have a kind of way to do that. Like I'm gonna guide you guys to do it. Everybody have a piece of paper and pens because you're gonna have to write some
I
note.
forgot. Thank you for that reminder.
Oh, they have women because I have my phone. I don't see down. Hi, everybody.
And welcome to Zile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
So with that, if we're ready for Patrick, I'm going to mute everybody. And
Thank you.
Patrick, I'll give you the floor.
Yeah, I might ask if anybody have something to share. Like you just unmute whatever people after.
They can unmute themselves, okay?
Okay.
But I'm going to mute everybody up, and then and you unmute yourself, and you have the floor.
Thanks, Louise.
Patrick, okay?
Okay.
If it fails, we scream.
Patrick, you're muted.
It's okay now?
Yeah, it is okay now.
Okay. Okay, so just close your eyes, relax, take a few breaths in and out. We're gonna travel in the body a little bit. Okay, just drop the pressure, drop your shoulder, just relax. Okay, we'll start like that. Now, with your consciousness, with your intention, just move your intention to your left shoulder. Just bring your intention to your left shoulder. Just get out of the mind a little bit. After that, move down to your elbow, the left elbow. Now move down to your hand, the left hand. Open your hand. Feel yourself there, your awareness there. You know what your intention, the energy move there. Okay. Now we're gonna move to your physical eyes and you go inward with your intention. You go inward, you go inside the body and you go down inside your body to the left side of your lung. In the lung, they have a garden, a female garden there. Ask that female garden to show up to you. She will came out of a mist. When she came out, she will give you a gift. It could be a little box, it could be any object. If it's a box, open the box and look inside of it. If anything else, just look around. Very study the object that she gave it to you. Just take the time to take that. Now, when you really, really get it and you have what she gave it to you, take the object, or whatever she gave it to you, with your left hand and hold with your left hand that object. And give a big hug to that guardian and say thank you. And now you can come back slowly and write it down, whatever you see or you feel or whatever happened. Just write it down. It could be anything. Doesn't matter what happened. When you're done, you let me know. Okay, good. Lewis is good? Okay. All right. Now, close your eyes, relax. This is the second part. Take a big breath in and out. Relax. Now, close your eyes. Let's move inward. Go inside your eyes, inward. Go down in your body. But this time, we're going to go to the right side of your lung. The right side have a male guardian. When you get to your lung, ask the guardian, the male, to come out of the mist to see you. He have also something to give it to you. Just allow him to give it to you. A gift, an object, writing, a message, picture, whatever. Just study that very carefully. Go around anything to see the maximum you can get from that gift. Don't overthinking, just go with the flow. Now you're going to take the object with your right hand. Like now it's mean you hold that left gift from the feminine on the left hand, and you hold the gift from the male on the right hand. Feel both object in your hand. Feel your energy. How do you feel? Light, heavy? See this for yourself. And now, without thinking, swap the object to the left, to the right. And when you do the swapping, again, see how you feel. If you feel good, perfect. If you feel it's a little bit intense, but you can deal with it, let it there. If for some reason it's too intense, just swap it back. But do your best. And when you feel it's complete, just write it down what the male give it to you. I'm going to talk about it. Louis, when you think it's a good time to unmute everybody, and if anybody want to share what happened, what they see, and I want to make sure everybody's feeling okay, because something could be very extreme to change the polarity inside the body. The lady who told me that, she said, if you cannot do it at the first time, you wait 3 days and you do it again.
Thank you, Luis. Yeah, it was pretty powerful for me because I got a message right away on my left side to see myself healing and healed because my lungs are still recovering from my past habits. And on the right side, it came immediately. It was a note saying, be strong and know you are strong. And deep breaths are key. It will improve your quality of life. And when I switched them, my left message was heavier than the one in the right. So then my right hand went down a little farther. So that means I need to put more emphasis on that message from the left lung first. in my interpretation.
Yeah, that's good. And the balance will get, it will get balanced, you see. But you see, this is very interesting when you swap those polarity. And thank you for your sharing. Anybody else?
Sure, I'll be glad to share. For me, there were no words spoken. On the female side, I was given a small clamshell that was open and clean and incredibly beautiful and shiny. All these beautiful, like translucent colors. On the male, on the right side, I was given a 6 or 7 link chain. The links were very large, maybe 1 inch. And it was a silver chain. And when I went to switch them together, the switch didn't work. I just was drawn to put the 6 or 7 link chain within the clamshell, close the clamshell, and hold it with both hands, and that's how it ended. And it felt very good. Something felt very complete with that.
Okay, perfect. Good. Because everybody's different, man. We're gonna have different there. But good. This is fantastic.
So I got a white rose in my left hand. It was breathtakingly beautiful, very. In my right hand, I got it was part of a cypress tree that was had fallen and was rotting, and it was it had wonderful energy, and it was very alive. It supported so much of the swamp. So many of the creatures in the swamp loved and relied on the tree, even though it had transitioned. And so that was very powerful for me. Then, but the swap did not work for me. It just did not. You know, I swapped them, but I didn't feel anything. I didn't get anything. So maybe I'll try later.
Okay. Yeah, just wait 3 days and bring it back. And remember, guys, before you go to bed tonight, just bring those objects with you within your dream.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Sure. For me, on the female side, I received a crystal that looked like a lotus, and at the center, a diamond, many faces, very iridescent, very shiny. Made me feel very, very good when I put it in the hand. It first sort of lit the center of the palm, and then it kind of created a wave in me. On the male side, it was like a walking stick that had multiple uses, not just for walking, but it looked like I could use that for a tool, you know, like gardening kind of tool, you know, doing things with the soil. And then it had a crystal as well on the upper part of, so a little bit of a scepter. It felt very powerful. I felt a sense of having these two things. It gave me a sense of feeling good, and there was some power in that. And when I swapped, it was like I was going through some kind of transformation, but nothing that was really shocking me, but I could feel changes. And I'm kind of hoping that that reveals itself some more as tonight and following nights.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Anybody else? If not, I'm done with this. It was a short exercise, but it's very powerful. It's very powerful.
I can share.
Yes.
So it was very interesting. On the left-hand side, I got a light bulb. And on the right-hand side, I got a heart emoji and a wushu stick. So wushu stick is like a martial arts type of stick, like a long staff. But what was interesting was the person who gave me, the being that gave me the light bulb on the right. Hold on. Both beings initially were male who gave me the gifts. And the first one then became, the one with the light bulb later became female as it continued. So I thought that was very interesting. It was only when you were talking again that I was like, wait, hang on, how come I'm getting two males giving me the gifts? So I found that very interesting when I realized one is supposed to be female, and so one did turn into a female.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's the first time I heard that. Make sure you bring those things in the dream tonight to see if you can have more.
Yeah. Well, for me, initially I was just like, what is this? But I know exactly what it is. It's the transformation of energy that we're going through at this moment, because our planet is mainly focused on masculine energy. So it's bringing it back to balance. It was just a reminder. But I had temporarily forgotten that. And I was like, wait, why are they both male? What is going on here? So it was a good reminder.
How do you feel when you swap it?
When I swapped it, I was so preoccupied with the fact that they were both male.
Okay.
So when I swapped it, it felt clumsy. It felt the heart and the wushu stick felt weird being held in the same hand. The light bulb, okay, but they didn't switch out. They remained, my hands kind of remained crossed for a bit. So wasn't able to fully open and allow them to flow.
All right. I think you're going to have a beautiful balance with that polarity. Good job.
Oh, well, I hope so. I hope so. Yeah.
Alan?
Yeah, hi. I received two crystals. I got for the feminine side, I got a sort of a white clear quartz crystal. And on the masculine side, I got a black onyx crystal. And when I switched the two, the black onyx on the female side felt very, very heavy. And that was my main feeling about it.
Okay. Do you still like that? Did you swap it back or you still like that?
I kind of left it like that. I didn't mentally swap it back, but that's what it was feeling. Like
Yeah.
the black crystal was very heavy on the feminine side.
Okay. It will get balanced.
Okay.
Might take a few, not a few years, but a few hours. Good.
We have to wait that long nowadays, Anyway, thank you so much, Patrick.
No problem. My pleasure.
And I guess Sila is going to do her channeling. Are you
Yes.
prepared now, my dear?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is gonna mute everybody, and you can unmute yourself, Sila, or
Wait, aren't you going to stop the recording and start a new one for
Yes.
editing purposes?
yes, I will do that.
And we have no one in the question queue right as of yet, so don't be shy.
That's all right.